was a good one. I gotta blast my horn here while we do this. Here we go. Now we wait for the air bubble to burst around our propeller shaft. There it goes right there. And we are a duck on the Charles River. It's official. Woohoo! Now, if you look back, you see the Leonard P. Zanko Bunker Hill Bridge right to our left. Underneath that is the Richard Ridley Lock and Dam System that separates the Atlantic Ocean or the Boston Harbor from this. This is the lower basin of the Charles River. See the Canada geese over here? Are those dogs gone? There's a black and white dog that was swimming out here later. He loves to chase the geese, but they never let him. They never let him catch them. Nope, they're gone today. The Nashua Street Park to our left, the North Point Park to our right, are acres of public land brought to us from that Central Artery Tunnel project. This park to our right used to be a parking lot, the staging area they called it, for the big dig vehicles. When this massive tunnel system was being built, we had all these construction vehicles. They needed to be close, just in case they're needed, so we parked them here at night. A temporary parking lot that lasted 20 years. 20 years of temporary. And the whole point, after it was over, all those construction vehicles went back. We raised up some hills in here, planted trees. This all used to be flat gravel and dust. You can see we cut these canals. There's a dock on the other side of this berm, so you can drop a kayak or a canoe in the Charles River free of charge and have a nice day of boating. And you're right at the mouth of the lock that goes into the Charles. So this is an old lock and dam system to our right. The dam is off to the right under the arches. The new one replaced it downriver in the 1970s, so this one is just the water just freely flows underneath this dam. We don't use it anymore. And the lock used to raise and lower boats from the ocean to the river, but we don't use this anymore. It's just a canal. When we go up here, you'll see the two areas where the steel doors used to be tucked away. We took those out years ago. The water just sits. And we sponsor a number of philanthropies at Boston Duck Tours. I hope when you bought your tickets, somebody asked you to round your change up to the nearest dollar. Last year, we collected $35,000 by doing that. Our company matched that fund, and we handed it out to the Boston Public Library to keep history alive, the Bostonian Society to protect artifacts and historical places. We give money to the community boating program up the river that teaches 2,500 city kids how to sail. The Charles River Cleanup Boat is a retired sea captain we sponsored that goes up and down the river in his bass fishing boat, scooping garbage out of this river every summer. And we also support the Charles River Watershed Association. They've been testing this water for decades to make sure it's clean. If it's not, the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Conservation and Recreation are brought in immediately. Those are government and state agencies. They swoop in, shut the polluters down, and fine them heavily for their offenses. Extend that over the last 3 decades, and the Charles River surprised a lot of people by winning a contest. The cleanest urban river in the United States. A dozen urban rivers were tested. The water quality of the Charles surpassed them all. This water is safe enough to swim in. If you look to the left, you see a little bird perched on the little pipe that is knocked loose from the bottom. That bird and the one on the buoy to the right, they're called cormorants. Cormorants are very rare birds. They feed on fish to survive.